Want to get your hands on some sports cards?
Hell yes!
You're in the right place.
Good morning.
Is everybody ready?
Welcome to the weekly Target Watch on Schultz's Card Pull.
What is up, sports fans? Happy Tuesday, April 12th, 3:56 a.m. bright and early. How is everybody doing this morning? We are hoping for some sports cards on Target.com today. Seems to be the day, if they've been going off of the schedule that they've kept us on for the last 3+ months or so. Hopefully we all grab some sports cards today. What's going on, everybody? Welcome on in. Please smash that like button if you can. We are ready for some sports cards to get dropped on Target.com. Here, we'll hopefully see some stuff on the back end and the monitors in the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. That's usually when we spot some stuff. And then we will actually see that stuff restocked here in about, I want to say maybe 35 to 40 minutes. But let me know if you all have any questions, you guys. Not a bad idea if you are just getting your red cards signed up and put into your account for the first time, for the first use this morning. And honestly, this is a good idea if you have your red cards ready to go and you've already had them on your account as well. Go do a practice transaction, guys. Go through just in case they want you to enter your red card number again. I've got mine right here just in case I need to enter my red card number again on the fly. But obviously hoping to circumvent that and make sure that all that extra housekeeping work is done before the drop starts. What's going on, everybody? Tommy Two Dimes says no Mariner hat. Well, I did end up getting a haircut, so that's why. No Mariner hat this morning. What's going on, everybody? Good to see y'all in the chat. Taco Bell says good morning, everybody. Mitchell Butler says what up? Grungeman17 says Panini not been doing a good job with UFC. Peyton says WWE UFC Prism going to be $29.99. I'll tell you what, guys, the market going nuts for that WWE Prism. We saw some of those. They're called hanger packs, but they hang on the hooks like that, kind of like the boxes that you would call hanger boxes. So technically, I believe those are still cellos, like in what the normal terms of releases would be. But anyways, they're called hanger packs. They were released, I think, 3 times, maybe in waves on Sunday, I want to say, or a couple of times over the last couple of days, and people getting their hands excited to on some WWE Prism. Run Good Life has that massive break posted. Really excited to see that get sold out, and Run Good Life can hopefully pull some massive hits for people. All right, guys, we are seconds away from the hot zone. Hoosier Pulse's Good Morning Schultzy. How you doing, brother? I'm okay. How are you guys? Ready for a drop? I'll tell you what, excited. Tons of sports to talk about, but obviously that's not really as much on people's minds this morning anyways. I mean, I know Scotty Scheffler, that was such a bang-up performance and a dominant performance, really, going into Sunday for the Masters. Good for him. Scheffler winning the Masters in the green jacket this weekend. The NBA play-in tournament starting today. Exciting. And, of course, baseball in full swing. But we also have hobby stuff to talk about, you guys. I saw people mention it last week, but if y'all did not notice, and it is officially the hot zone, you guys, 4 a.m. Pacific time, 4 a.m. Pacific. I will be on the lookout for movement on the monitors, guys, as well as anything popping up that could be showing up for a restock this morning. So I will let you know as soon as I see anything that changes and any activity on the monitors on Target.com or on the website itself. And, of course, if you're looking for monitors, I always mention, check them out, guys. Card Snipers, the ones that I use. Discord monitors are pretty essential, in my opinion, to getting not only sports cards, but bunch of other things along that line, like sneakers and consoles and all the stuff that people are just foaming at the mouth to grab online. A lot of those different items, as well as sports cards on multiple sites, not just Target.com, are pinged to you directly to your phone as soon as they go in stock or as soon as they even load. It is a paid service per month, but Card Snipers is absolutely awesome. I would highly recommend you check them out, guys. Appreciate all of you. Simon G123 says, Schultz gang, what's going on? Brian Longhorn says, the hot zone. Good morning. How are you, Brian? Good to see you, buddy. Always good to see Brian in here. Erico says, good morning, Schultzy. ATX Card says, the link for WWE is not working. Well, I would assume that is because it has been taken off the website. Because I haven't seen anybody grabbing WWE cards recently. And as of last night, let's see, oh, I know why it's not working. Sorry, guys. I got to add the HTTPS. Good old coding anyways. All right, so while I fix that little issue, we can continue to talk about red cards, guys. I know that those are usually the key to getting all of the premium stuff here on YouTube and on Target.com every single week. If you haven't heard about it yet, you got to grab your red card, guys. Your red card is the key to getting any premium item on Target.com. There's usually a kind of a wall that doesn't allow you to grab the item unless you have a red card. So if you have time, and the WWE link should be working now. Just had to add the first part of the web address for y'all. Mr. Card says WWE prices will drop soon. They should. Usually on the Apex or kind of right before they're released or as they get released, just as they come out. Price is always just stupid on the resale market, but the prices always come down after that, so I wouldn't be surprised to see WWE in all of its retail forms for Prism being a little bit more accessible and a little bit cheaper here in a couple of months. But obviously the mad dash for it here in the first couple of weeks that it is released, it is going to be absolutely nuts. And same thing that we're going to see with Prism Football when it comes out, or Select Football, which, speaking of Prism Football, you guys, the date has been pushed back again. We saw April 27th as the date, pretty much the same as Bowman 2022, and a few other releases coming out at the end of April. Prism Football was scheduled to anyway. Super excited, but it looks like it got pushed back on the schedule now. Coming out the same day as Select Football, 5/13, May 13th, which I believe is Friday the 13th. So I don't know if Panini is just trying to troll us there, trying to release a few sets on a really crappy, unlucky day, or trying to make a unlucky day lucky. I don't know what the heck they're doing there. Anyways. Somebody's saying, Happy Combo says, Overtime Elite Basketball. You know, not too much into that, you guys. The cards that are coming out of, like, semi-pro leagues, in my opinion, I'm sorry, OTE is very similar to like the AFL or the XFL. The cards that you're going to find from those leagues are not going to be that valuable. Sure, there might be a couple, but there's really no point, in my opinion, wasting, $20 to $30+ on a blaster or whatever the hobby version is for OTE. It's the same kind of bad investment that I would have told people that like XFL and AFL cards are. Just don't do it. There's really no point in doing it. It's more of a novelty thing. Grab a box if you want to check it out, but know that it's not going to be a super crazy long-term hold. A couple of those guys might turn out to be something eventually, you guys, but I don't know. LaMelo Ball, as awesome as he is right now, if there were amateur cards of him, which there are actually a couple out there because he played in Lithuania professionally before he played in the NBA, kind of went a different route than a lot of people. And I am still watching the monitors, guys, for sports cards. Have not seen anything popping up as of yet, and I will let you all know as soon as I do so. But anyways, those cards just not going to be as valuable as like cards that when you get, especially here in 2 years when Topps Chrome is probably going to start coming out with basketball and football again. When you get those rookie cards, that's just going to be out of this world. So I'm people can call me crazy. People can be like, Jordan, shut up. But OTE, not really a great buy unless you just want to check something out, in my opinion. Grizzo's Card says, good morning, Schultzy. Myrick Willard says, WWE link is still not working for me. Let me check that again. Should be. Make sure you refresh the chat, guys. And honestly, if y'all could maybe help me out and do just a little bit of work, and the link should, let's see. All right. Try to figure that out again. And if you could find the product yourself, I would appreciate it, but I do try to give you all as much help as possible. Sometimes there happens to be a hiccup along the way, but goodness gracious, y'all. I will get you the links as soon as I can. Justin Time says OTE is trash. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're not even going to mess with the hot link there. We're just going to put that up. Anyways, as far as new sports cards today, I'm not sure that we're going to be expecting much. Obviously, a bunch of people are going to be in on this WWE, but I'm telling you guys, the price is going to drop. So if you don't happen to catch WWE today, do not run and buy it on the secondary market. Do not buy it on the secondary market. I promise you the price will go down. Chef Zavala says, hey, Schultz, did you get any Julio Rodriguez rookie cards from Topps? For Topps now, like the ones that just got released on the website, I did not grab any of those. Figure that I know they usually sell them at the ballpark too. That's how I got a Jared Kelenic Topps Now rookie card last year. So probably going to grab it that way here when I go up to a game soon. But very excited to see Jared Kelenic doing or at least starting off the year, at least at the end of spring training going into this year, a little bit better than last year. And then Julio Rodriguez getting his first hit as well. So stoked to see my Mariners go. So stoked. Taz Dunn says Contenders. That is something that we should be expecting today, guys. Some Contenders Football retail, because the hobby version, come out maybe 2.5 weeks ago now? I think it's, coming onto the market, about 2.5 weeks ago now. Chosen One C says, I heard Target has UFC Prism Gravity feeds in store. There you go. NBA Card Collector asking what is dropping today. I wish I could tell you for sure, man, but we're hoping to see some more Mosaic football. I know everybody is hoping to see some WWE Prism today. Also, I'm crossing my fingers for more Rookies and Stars longevity boxes, you guys. Not sure if that is actually going to happen, but hey, I can dream, can't I? Marcus Parza says it can drop at any time. It can drop at any time. Yes, guys, we are waiting right now to see if sports cards are going to drop. We should be seeing some movement here on the monitors on the back end very, very shortly if we are going to have a restock today. And it has been every other Tuesday for, like I said, the last 3 months. So we should be seeing something happening pretty soon here on the sports card monitors. Mark says, what's the best way to try and get a box? Well, Mark, make sure that you have your red card set up and ready to go, because all of the stuff on Target.com are going to be under this. It's all just like a premium card, like blanket. All that stuff is under this red card blanket, essentially. Wung Lu says, what's going on with Optic? So essentially, I would make sure you have your red card, and the best way to enter or to have that ready to go is to have it entered into your account along with your address and your shipping, and then run a test transaction before the drop actually begins. And I did see somebody asking if I have a tall glass of chocolate milk. I do. Mitchell Butler says, I'm new to the hobby. What's the best way? I saw this earlier. Apologize, I didn't answer earlier. What's the best way to go about investing in football cards? I would just start off with the singles that you're really into, and just look at those first. That would be something that I would be recommending to a lot of people getting into the hobby. If you're into baseball, basketball, or football, just start investing in some lower cost singles, maybe some mid-tier slabs if you can, and then kind of start building your collection up that way and starting to maybe trade up if you can. So you don't really break the bank getting into the hobby for singles, so to speak. What's going on, Pack Attack Jackpot in the house? How are you, brother? Pack Attack. Yeah, I see everybody here. Thanks to all y'all. Please smash that like button. You guys helps me feed a couple of kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. All the Schulte fam here. Appreciate you. Nick, Vanessa, Matt, ATX, Max, Kyle, Open Box. Appreciate everybody hanging out here, guys. Hopefully we can see a sports card restock happening very soon on Target.com. All right. Hopefully we get a backload here soon, guys. We should be seeing some backloading here very, very shortly. We'll be able to let you all know exactly what is restocking here in the next couple of minutes, I would assume, here on Schulte's Card Pulls. Let's go. Looks like in at least my Discord, guys, we're seeing some monitor activity. Going to be getting some drop action, guys. I think we are seeing some action on the monitors. Let's go. We got a drop, baby. Looks like we got a drop. Not quite sure what's backloaded yet, guys, but I will let you all know. Rigo says WWE link. Rigo, we do have the WWE Cello link down below. So don't y'all worry about that, brother. That is working now. I did put that. Make sure you guys just refresh the chat. And it should be already up on the site. It dropped already. It's not like we're seeing WWE dropping for the first time. All right, guys. To see what is loading, let's see. All right. Sports cards on Target.com. Looks like Contenders Football blaster boxes are popping up. Contenders Football blaster boxes are popping up, y'all. First item there. All right, so let's see if we can get these links in the description, guys. The first item popping up on the monitors looks like it is going to be some Contenders Football blaster boxes. $24.99, and I do not believe that they are under the red card designation, probably because they're not necessarily considered a premium product, but we will update the links down below really quickly, guys. 2021 Contenders Football blasters. Looks like they're going to be dropping. Get that link for y'all. All right, just make sure you refresh the chat, you guys. The link should be down in the description. And for all y'all here in the chat, let's see, let's get this Contenders Football blaster box link for you. There you go. Contenders Football, baby. We'll see a couple of more products popping up, guys. We'll see a couple of more products popping up here soon. All right, so far, guys, limited activity on the monitors right now. But looks like it is Contenders Football thus far, unfortunately. We'll see some more stuff, though, guys. Have faith. Have some faith. A little slow on the monitors this morning, but looks like we are seeing a restock, guys. Let's see. Just making sure. I do note when the backload started. And do remember, guys, we are kind of in the middle of premium release time, so especially with Prism Football getting pushed out again, unfortunately. Going to be a little frustrating, kind of just waiting for more Mosaic, waiting for some of the releases that we've already seen dropped until we get some more Prism Football. It's just kind of the way that it is. Jason Lawrence says WWE will also have blasters. No doubt. No doubt they're also going to have blasters. Yeah, guys, I really wouldn't full send on the Contenders football. Looks like Contenders basketball is going to be popping up also. Contenders basketball popping up also, guys. So finally, it's been a while since we've seen Contenders hobby drop, and now finally we're seeing some retail dropping today, both football and basketball. Stevie Stack says no Optic football this year. See, I've seen a release date on Optic football, but then people in the chat tell me that there will be no Optic football, but then I can't really find a source on that. And then when I put that news out there, people are curious and they wonder. So I don't know about Optic football, you guys. I wish I had a better source of information on that. Panini is pretty mysterious with all of their releases. You don't really hear directly from them about when they're delaying stuff. I mean, I literally found out that Prism was delayed for football because they moved the date on Cardboard Connection. That's the only way that I figured out it was delayed 2 weeks. That's it. All right, everybody. Seeing exactly what should be popping up here on the monitor soon, guys. On top of Contenders, anyways. There's got to be more than Contenders basketball. Albie Games says, what about Prism and Select? Prism and Select right now are on the same date as far as releasing. 5/13. Optic football is 6/3, says Max Russo. All right, we'll see if that actually holds true because they've been pushing off all the other releases months after they were supposed to be on the shelves. Just crazy. Just crazy. Sean says, I work for a card shop, and they just added it to our order list. There you go. There you go. That's good to know. So that's some info. So it looks like Optic is there, guys. Optic football will be happening. People asking F1 or WWE today, says Patrick. We are probably going to see some WWE, I would assume. F1, not so sure about. Not so sure. Eric asking if we can drop a link for Contenders basketball. Yeah, let's drop a link for Contenders basketball, you guys. Looks like I was finally able to secure that. So let's get some Contenders basketball blasters linked up down in the description for y'all. Really quickly, let's throw that down in the chat for you. All right, latest link, guys. That is Contenders basketball blasters, the link that I just threw in. Tommy's Breaks, what's going on, man? All right, let's get these links up for y'all. 21, 22 Contenders basketball dropping, as well as 2021 Contenders football, guys. All right, link should be in the description right about now. Just make sure y'all refresh the live stream, and you should see both the Contenders football and Contenders basketball blasters links down below, guys. June, what's going on, man? Asking what is dropping. So far, we've only seen Contenders loading up. I'm not sure what else we are going to see. Mongo says, please post the links in chat. Posted them right above you, brother, but as far as putting the links up in chat, it really does me no good to just keep posting it over and over and over. It's a little frustrating, and it's hard to do that and keep up with new people coming into the chat who are asking for the links in the chat, which is why down in the description below, guys, super easy. All of those links are right there, ready to go for you. All good. All right, let's see if we've gotten anything else as far as new items. Haven't seen anything but Contenders popping up on the monitors as of yet. People talking about Donruss basketball, Heritage baseball in stock. Yes, you guys, it looks like both of those items are already in stock on the site. So if you wanted to maybe do that test transaction that I was talking about with a red card, and it's your first time grabbing one or grabbing cards with the red card and first time having one, that I would highly recommend that you grab maybe Heritage or Donruss. They got the blaster boxes for Donruss basketball, Heritage baseball, megas, and blasters as well. Of course, people were just talking about OTE Topps Chrome. I would stay away from that, guys. I would stay away from it. And then the Topps mega boxes as well, Series 1 for 2022. Somebody says, hopefully some Prism draft basketball today. You know, that would be kind of cool, guys. Like I said, we are kind of waiting in between premium releases, but we are going to see a restock this morning, and I would assume we're going to see more than just Contenders dropped. Just have not seen Many items popping up on the monitors as of yet. Heritage has been there, says Victor Quick. Oh, I know, Victor. Just making sure everybody knows, because some people don't know that Heritage has actually been there. Georgie J says, Schultzy, loving it. Appreciate you, Georgie J. Chris Angels says, y'all hating on Contenders, but gobble up Playbook, imagine. Well, Playbook actually has the chance. The retail booklets kind of contain that allure of a fun hit in those boxes for people. But Contenders, I've ripped a couple of blaster boxes of Contenders, guys. I would be honest. It's just not that great. It's just a lot of paper crap. The Contenders Optic hobby boxes are pretty sick hits, and I know that you can pull some sweet parallels out of those hobby boxes, but those run like $500 usually for basketball and baseball. Or, excuse me, basketball and football. For baseball, it's probably like half that or less. So, Tim Connolly says the Donruss Megas have been pretty good as well. Wayne says, finally got my Heritage. All right, guys, trying to see any other items that have popped up here on the Target tracker. We should see stuff going here on the front end on Target.com shortly as well. Profit says, don't hate on OTE Chrome. Support those cats. Those cards are actually nice and have some value. Profit Montana, okay. I'm not going to be spending my money or sanctioning people spending their money on semi-pro league cards. That's just, okay. If you want to do it to check it out, it's fun. But there's really no point in buying those for long-term investment. You say some of those are nice and have value, but there's going to be very few that actually hold value long-term, I guarantee you, since they've been out for, what, like 2 weeks to a month? Yeah, of course, there's going to be a little bit of a market at first, but that's going to die when shelves get hit with all of those boxes all over the country. I'm telling you guys, how many XFL and AFL boxes of football cards have you seen still sitting on the shelves? I promise you. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal against those dudes, but you're going to see OTE cards sitting there with the same just dusty, kind of not caring attitude from collectors. I promise you guys. All right. Looks like the only two products that have loaded, guys, are Contenders so far. The new products that have loaded, Contenders, there we go, Contenders Basketball, so you should be able to find it on the front end now, as well as Contenders Football Blasters. There y'all go. P. Burkus says, please tell me we didn't wait 2 weeks for this. Yeah, I hope we didn't, man. I would assume that we're going to be dropping some other items as well, but not sure what we're going to see dropped as of yet. All right, guys. Yeah, trying to see other new items, but just those two blaster boxes, unfortunately. Just those two blaster boxes. Speaking of Playbook, somebody was talking about that earlier. The hangers are still in stock. Boise Nation says, I see WWE Prism Cellos in the Midwest. They should be at least up on the website. However, I believe they're out of stock. Unfortunately, the waves of stock happened on, I think it was this weekend on Sunday, and it happened like 2 or 3 times. People were able to get their hands on a ton of cello packs. I know they're called hanger packs, but they just look like cello packs, and that's pretty much what they are. So those were dropped in mass, though, guys. Those were dropped, like I said, in waves a couple of times. People were absolutely on top of those. The bots as well. June Kwan says, you def make your money back ripping OTE. For now, brother. For now. Dunk Card says, I just picked up a perfectly centered Crown Royal LaMelo Ball rookie royalty out of 49. Well, that sounds like a fun card, Dunk. That's a pretty sweet one. Hi, Tina. How are you? Bob Grant asking if we're going to see any more Topps Sapphire. I wouldn't be surprised, but I honestly, either way, I think that's kind of a 50-50 chance. So, unfortunately, guys, not seeing many new items this morning. Hoping to see more Mosaic, hoping to see more longevity rookies and stars, but we have not seen either of those items popping up, at least on the monitor's ends. Lucky says, what about NBA Hoops Megas? Well, if you're into Hoops Megas for NBA, guys, I believe that Fanatics still has their Fanatics exclusive Hoops Megas. They have like green cracked ice in there for 2021, 2022. So I would assume that those are still up on Fanatics.com. You can use my affiliate link down below and check that out. Liz said, I'd invest in Space Jam before OTE. Yeah, at least in the Space Jam cards, you have like a chance at a LeBron James auto. There's probably only like one in the entire set. In the entirety of every single box, there's probably one LeBron James auto, and that's it. But I don't know. It's out there somewhere, right? It's out there somewhere. What's going on, Rob? Rob71 Gun says, good morning. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for checking in, guys. Apologies for kind of a lackluster announcement of new sports cards so far. Trying to see if there is anything else on the monitors that I am missing. And for the people that are saying, oh, retail's dead, retail's dead, retail isn't dead, you guys. I promise it's not. And you know why? Because we are just in the middle of premium releases. And as soon, there were people saying at the end of December 2021 that retail was dead, like in January that retail was dead, and then Mosaic basketball hit, and then Mosaic football hit after that, and all of a sudden people's interest was peaked again. So just because we're not seeing a premium release happening at this moment in time right now doesn't mean retail's dead. I promise you. Sergio says, Fanatics also had a drop yesterday for Mosaic Football Blasters. Yes, Sergio, it's actually, I believe it is a raffle or just kind of essentially what it is for like Nike releasing shoes. You just put your name in a drawing, and if you get drawn, you purchase them, and they charge your card immediately, and that's that. And if you don't, you don't, unfortunately. But I think they're at $29.99 per blaster, so a good price point if you're looking for Mosaic Football, if those are still posted on the website. Myrick asking, Schulte, do you have the link for Fortnite Series 3 Megas? Myrick, I do not. I apologize, man. That is something that I probably should add to the site if I can, and I think for next week I will definitely have that ready. People are all about that Fortnite, guys. I apologize, though. I just don't have that ready. Grunge Man says, dude, retail is dead. Well, Grunge Man, you weren't saying that during these restocks of Mosaic, Prism, or anything like that happening up until this point, man. Every premium release up until now, everyone jumps at that chance. So, no, retail isn't dead, man. This is what everybody says in between premium releases. Like, oh, retail's dead. It's not. It's not, I promise y'all. We all gonna see a ton of good products dropping. If it's not this week, guys, if we have to wait, a month and a half, it is what it is, but this doesn't mean that retail's dead. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Pull Monster says, Prison football is going to turn people into retail crackheads again for sure. There you go, Pull Monster. There you go. They're going to be lining up like, hey, anybody got some Prism? Hey, anybody got some Prism? Prison football? Anybody got some Prism, guys? Sean says, this is WWE fan. I'll stick to finest. At least I can get that. Joshua F. in Mississippi says, we need megas. We need megas. We need megas. Open boxes have to make an account on Fanatics. Yes, you do. To get those Mosaic blasters, you guys, you have to have an account, so make sure you can't just sign up for the raffle on a whim and just enter your name. You actually have to have a payment method entered, and you have to have an account already set up with your shipping and everything, and then it will allow you to enter the raffle. Prod by Siva asking if bots are back on target. I would say that bots are always going to have like a consistent, like low presence going after cards on target.com, but don't y'all worry, because Target, especially above Walmart, has done a lot to try and combat these bots, guys. Oh, Simon123, Simon G123, thank you so much for adding the Fortnite Mega link. There you go, brother. There you go. Thank you, Simon. Hoosier Pulse says, just like everybody wanting to dump their wit cards after he went 1 for 4. Hoosier, exactly. The market, man. The sports card buyer's market is absolutely ridiculous. It is way too reactive, and it's funny that people want to sell cards after some, really crappy events, but then after other really good events, it doesn't make cards go insane. You guys, and the way that the market values cards in general right now, essentially like in football, you're looking for rookie quarterbacks, and that's it. It really hasn't. It's taken away from the fun chase of finding those other rookie cards. It hasn't boded well for guys like Jonathan Taylor, Justin Jefferson. You're excited to pull those guys out of 2021, for instance, or 2021. You're excited to pull Jamar Chase, but you're always looking for those rookie quarterbacks, and if you don't get one of those, a lot of people end up being disappointed, because getting your money back, unless you find one of those guys, is really hard. And the market and the way that we are buying and selling sports cards is the reason for that, you guys. All of us collectively as a whole. So, T. Crispy asking, what's stocking today? As far as I know, man, we have seen Mosaic Football or excuse me, not Mosaic Football. We've seen no Mosaic Football. We were just talking about Mosaic Football on Fanatics.com. So a Freudian slip there, guys. My bad. We've seen Contenders Football and Basketball blaster boxes put up on the website. And you can see those are sold out right now. Unfortunately, those are the only 2 new items that Target.com has put up so far. Josh F. in Mississippi says, what's worse, the drop today or the drop 2 weeks ago? Tough call. Well, Josh, I'm not convinced that today's drop is going to be absolutely bunk yet, because there could be a couple of items popping up, on the monitors that we're not necessarily privy to, or there could be some items going in stock that we've already seen on the shelves that aren't popping up right now either. So I'm not really willing to call this restock bunk yet. And 2 weeks ago, the last restock wasn't horrible either, because we did get some Chrome Sapphire. We got some Chrome Update Sapphire for $150 per. Same price as it dropped as on Tops.com. So you can't really ask for anything more than that, guys. You really can't. Danny O'Dizzle says, I think people think OTE is a league for people that couldn't make the NBA. It isn't. No, it's a semi-pro league for people that are trying to make the NBA that are younger players. But, however, I would not recommend that y'all invest in semi-pro leagues cards. There's really no long-term investment there, guys. There's no potential. There's no value. Those leagues could end tomorrow. Matt asking what the WWE limit is. I would say 3 probably. Seems to be what their limits have been. All right, everybody. 4:30 Pacific time, 7:30 East Coast time. The only 2 new products that we've seen are Contenders Basketball and Football blasters. Unfortunately, guys, I know that a lot of people are disappointed, but that doesn't mean we could see some other items popping up still as well. Just not quite sure yet. Not quite sure exactly what else could pop up. And people wanting to rip, just desperate to grab anything to rip, I would highly recommend that you look at Donruss Basketball. It's not a horrible rip. Could pull some decent parallels out of those boxes. Going for all those Rookie of the Year candidates and all of those highly sought-after rookies. Scotty Barnes, Evan Mobley, Cade Cunningham. Let's see. Who else? Rockets young rookie that I'm forgetting the name of right now. And then you got Franz Wagner, too. Appreciate you, Dunk Card. Says, run the likes up, you guys. Run those likes up. It does help me feed a couple of kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. Helps me get the word out, guys, about my channel. Helps me do this for as many people as possible. I really appreciate y'all. I really appreciate it. Please, guys, help me get those likes up. I would appreciate it a ton. Jose asking if any Fortnite megas are going to drop this morning. We haven't seen any Fortnite megas dropping on the monitors as of yet. So nothing yet, unfortunately, guys, as far as Fortnite. And once again, other sports cards, if you're just tuning in, it looks like we only have Contenders Basketball and Contenders Football blaster boxes. We might have some other stuff dropping, but just unfortunately has not popped up on the monitors. Cannot tell exactly what else is dropping yet. Behind the Break says UFC Live. If you wanted some UFC. People are after that WWE, though. Jonathan asking, how's the wife, Schulte? She's doing well, man. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. We're both a little stressed out right now, obviously. We are moving. Big announcement, guys. I'm actually moving, so I'm going to have here new studio digs in probably 2 weeks now. And excited to get that set up, trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to do there. But stressed out trying to facilitate all of that at the same time as, making sure that the channel's still going and everything. So, oh, guys, just hoping for that sports card restock. Just hoping. Oh, Zamboni Driver, a 199 super sticker. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for your generosity with the 199 super sticker. Says, wait for it. Wait for it. I appreciate you, Zamboni Driver. You rock, man. Keeping the mood up this morning, guys. I apologize. I really hope that there is going to be a sweet restock this morning, but unfortunately just have not seen those products, at least those cool products, dropping as of yet, but I still have faith, guys. 4:33 Pacific time, 7:33 East Coast time. We should be getting to drop time here shortly. So make sure y'all get ready, guys. And who knows? Like I said, we could still be seeing some Mosaic dropping. Could still be seeing some other stuff that we weren't expecting to be thrown down on the monitors. But I don't know for sure. Honestly, I can't tell you. So make sure you guys just stay ready. Make sure y'all stay ready. Marie says, where are you moving to? Same location in Portland, Oregon. Same town, just like literally a mile and a half away. Not far. Not far at all. Not far. Let's see. What do you guys think about WWE Finest? I wish I could know much more about WWE's Finest because I don't really know a lot about it at all. All right, guys. Make sure you pay attention. I probably shouldn't be yakking as much right now. I want to make sure that I don't miss out on any items getting restocked. And hey, the cats are scratching at the door. That's good. That's good news. If y'all are new here, that the cats banging at the door and scratching at the door means there's going to be a good restock. So hopefully they know that there's some items on Target.com that are scheduled to drop that we have not seen yet. That would be nice. Flashcard says longevity megas, please. Yeah, guys, sorry. I'm just trying to pay attention. We really are close to the time, and I don't want to miss a thing. Don't want to close my eyes. Just want to hold you close because I miss you, baby, and I don't want to miss a thing. Just quoting the songs. Georgie J says, let's go. Mr. Cart says, just tuning in. Is there anything dropping? Well, we have seen some Contenders basketball and football blasters load up, but unfortunately, nothing other than those two items. Trying to see if I could find any other items that are dropping, any other way to spot any other things popping up on the monitors. Simon says there is no UFC link. Yeah, I mean, somebody literally just told me that UFC is in stock. I'm just reading the chat. I have no idea what they're talking about and if that's actually, if that's actually on the site. So. Jacob says they're not loading on the app for me. Jacob, are you talking about Contenders, like the current items that we're waiting for to drop? Like new items right now? Clint says UFC's not dropping. Shut up, guys. D Sizzle says you're the GOAT. I appreciate you, man. Trying, guys. Trying to keep you all entertained and apprised of any of the latest sports card news and items that are going to be restocked. Unfortunately, not seeing anything happening as of yet on the monitors. Trying to see items going in stock. We have not caught that yet. Mark O says UFC is just in in-store gravity feed packs right now. Okay, there you go, guys. So that's where UFC is. If you want UFC, unfortunately, sounds like you're going to have to grab them out of some in-store gravity packs only. Scotty J413 asking if anything is backloaded. Yes, sir, Scotty J. Contenders basketball and football blasters are unfortunately the only new items that have loaded thus far. Trying to spot anything else, but have not seen any other new items. But that's not surprising, guys, because we're not really going to get any new items until we see Prism Football dropping. Now that we've seen some Contenders retail, I would assume that it's just going to be kind of sprinklings in of all of the older items that are just kind of hanging at the ends of the shelves for Excel and Target, just trying to get them out of there and clear up some space for the next items. Todd says none of the new items dropping on the app. Well, I guarantee you, Todd, these items are not going to be hard to get. These Contenders blasters are probably going to be super easy to grab. So don't y'all worry. Don't y'all worry. Wong Lu says, Schulte, what's going on with Optic Football? You said they were canceling it. Well, as far as I know, Optic Football has a June 3rd print date, or a release date, excuse me, and the couple of card shops, people that have at least had orders placed for them and showing up on their order sheets that are in the chat have said that they are still there. So it sounds like Optic is there. I've gotten so many different bits of news on Optic Football, guys, but at this point it sounds like 6/3 it will be released, but who knows? They keep moving Prism back, So we'll see. Maybe eventually, by the time next football season starts, we'll get 2021 Optic football. Good Lord. Rip It Up says these boxes will be up for weeks. I don't know. I don't know. Weeks, maybe days. Cubs HR says, or Cubs hater, sorry, says Heritage Megas aren't bad with the red border option Wanders. No, I agree. Y'all pull that Wander Franco, then you're hitting pay dirt. But see, that's another thing, guys. You're looking for one card. You're looking for one card out of a mega box. Oh, they aren't bad with that Wander Franco red. Like, yeah, but how many of those boxes are going to have a Wander Franco red? I'm not saying that they need to overprint all these rookies, but it's super frustrating when you're chasing one guy and one guy only. It makes it really, really hard to get your money back on stuff. Selling singles makes it super tough. And the market valuing one guy above everybody else and then two or three guys sort of a little bit, you know, and then everybody else is kind of whatever. And we'll see the same rush with Julio Rodriguez, too, in Series 2 and Series 3, or excuse me, Update Series. And it sucks because he's on my favorite team, but it doesn't matter because everybody's going to be trying to make money off of the kid. I just want a nice Julio auto for my long-term collection. That's what I'd like. Triple Eight Breaks says Prism and Select are on 5/11 now. Interesting if they both drop on the same date. I can't imagine. I would bet Select will be pushed back and not dropping at the same time as Prism. You're probably right, Triple H. You're probably right. Yeah, I would assume that Select is going to be pushed back, unfortunately. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. All right, guys. I've not seen anything going in stock as of yet on Target.com. For this morning's restock. I will let you all know as soon as we see anything happening. But yeah, this has been, unfortunately, a little bit of a lackluster morning on Target's end. Super frustrating there. Patrick says, Julio stunk it up so far. Hopefully he picks it up. I mean, he's 21 years old and he's played 4 games. If you can't judge a kid off of 4 games, he's gotten, what, 1 hit in 4 games? Yeah. If he was hitting 440, y'all would be like, he's the next Ken Griffey Jr. So let's all just temper our expectations, everybody. If he starts having like a, 0 for 40, 0 for 60, 0 for 80 slump like Jared Kelnick did when he got called up last year, yeah, you got to talk about sending him back down to AAA, getting some work in, and then calling him up. But let's hold on a little bit. Let's hold on a little bit. Cole's Dad 2000. Oh my goodness, man, a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. If release date is 6/3, does that mean Backyard Breaks will be able to break live on 6/1? Well, yeah, because if those big businesses like Layton's, like Backyard Breaks, order them in cases, sometimes they show up a little bit early, and I would assume that they'll break them as soon as they get them. But Cole's Dad, I appreciate you, man. A $5 super chat. That's a really good question. And usually, yeah, everybody that's buying directly from a distributor and getting those cases of cards, they sometimes will show up a day or two early. And unfortunately, if you aren't in that game already with that access, you're probably not going to get that access until the hobby turns over with Fanatics taking over everything in 2024, 2025, guys. Anybody trying to get distributor access between now and then, good freaking luck. Are you kidding me? No. They're not going to be wanting to sell more at wholesale cost. No way. No way. All right, looking for some contenders. Have not seen anything going in stock as of yet. Tupac Lives says, why hasn't anything dropped yet? That's a good question, man. That is a good question. Assuming because since it's a couple of items, probably just delaying it a little bit. Oh, thank you so much, you guys. QYC Cards, a $1.99 super chat says, in Contenders Football or basketball better? I would probably bet that football's better. And Contenders Football Blasters are live, guys. Contenders Football Blasters are live. If you want those, Contenders Football Blasters are live on Target.com right now. And the Zamboni driver, $5 super chat. Thank you so much as well. We're waiting. Judge Smalls talking about Caddyshack right there. Well, We're waiting for that restock, guys. Just as Zamboni Driver puts that $5 super chat down. I appreciate you, man. And QYC cards as well. Contenders Football Blasters are in stock on Target.com right now, you guys. They are in stock on Target.com. And I will hang out. I will tell you exactly what restocks and when. Somebody in my Discord said WWE Prism just said add to cart. So I don't know. Check that out, you guys. See if WWE Prism stocking. If you can grab some of those cello packs, then by all means do so. But 443, it looks like we had Contenders Football go in stock. A limit of 10 on those, guys. Don Jesus. Backyard breaks is literally the worst. Well, I'll tell you what. I do breaks, and I'm definitely a little bit chubbier than backyard breaks, or a lot chubbier than backyard breaks, guys. But I still, if I felt as those two dudes, I would not be ripping cards without a shirt. The hair and skin follicles and all the extra crap that just, kind of gets off of you and could get on the cards. Like, you're already trying to cover yourself up with a shirt for a reason. It just doesn't, it's like, okay. Try to make this a clean environment, but I guess not. David asking for the link. The link down below for Contenders Football should work, you guys. Contenders Football Blasters. That link should work. Nice. Honey Nuts has got my 3. Sam Lee says 143K available. Yikes. Sam Lee says 143,000 Football Blasters available. Good info. But that is a lot of Contenders Football. Contenders Football galore for sure. Nice. Rockos has got 3. Mr. Hutch has got 3. TJ says pass. A ton of people already said they got 3 as well. Blade says limit 3. Well, the limit order, the limit amount popped up as 10 at first. But yeah, now it looks like it is 3. So my apologies, guys. My apologies. It was popping up on my monitor showing 10. Michael says, Target locked me out. Oh, weird, guys. That's really odd. Make sure if you do get locked out, unfortunately, you're going to have to reset your password. Do that as quick as possible. And then just grab it. Get back in. If you are having some trouble, you can just use the search link, guys, down in the description as well, or at the top of the pinned comment. Haven't seen Contenders Basketball going in stock yet. Contenders Football Blasters, though, in stock right now. Chaz has got locked out as well. Cincinnati Pickers says they locked me out too. Dang, that is super weird, guys. I was able to grab 2 blasters, but I did not get locked out. That's very weird. That's very weird. Who Dat Dog at you says I got locked out also. June Kwan says they lock you out because you keep refreshing. They think you're a bot. My cart just straight up won't load. Super weird, guys, that people are getting locked out on Contenders. I wish I had an explanation for that. And by the way, I see Cincinnati Picker in here, you guys. What a treat to have Cincinnati Picker, a channel with over 200,000+ subscribers, checking me out. And I just want to say thanks for watching me, Cincinnati Picker, man. Mad respect to you. I've been watching you for quite a bit. And really fun videos that you do. I just love when you find really cool things that you're able to resell and go garage sale hunting and estate sale hunting. I used to do that with my dad all the time. So really, really fun to watch you. I'm apologizing, though, that you're getting locked out, man. Apologizing. A lot of people getting locked out, but they still got 3. Jonathan says they got locked out as well. Mr. Oblivion says, I never refreshed, still got locked out. Wow. Yeah, this is weird, guys. Target locking people out for Contenders. That's really odd. Also locked out, never refreshed. I bet it's the links. Yeah, Poké Fun. That's probably a decent guess. So here's what you guys do. If you want to make sure you're not getting locked out, apparently the links that I have this morning are going to cause you to get locked out, or at least they're causing some people to get locked out. So to avoid that, just use the best search link, and if you go down here, exactly what I'm seeing on the target tracker, you guys, all of these items, the new ones, Contenders Basketball and Contenders Football, are both popping up in stock here. on this search link, so you should be able to find them easily, and I don't think you're going to get locked out using that search link at all. Vincent says those are a bait drop for bots. Rip It Up says, I got locked out of my house. Oh, man, that's funny. That's funny. CMM says Contenders cheaper than a break. Well, Contenders, I would hope that, Contenders is definitely one of the cheapest retail products out there. That's for sure. That's for sure. No kidding. Ezekiel says, got 2 because I'm too poor to buy 3. Oh, don't worry, man. 2's better than none, right? Jared says Contenders hard pass, 99% swatches. Yeah, it is really hard to pull an auto at a retail Contenders. If you are going to rip Contenders, I would go with Hobby, but the Hobby version is like $550, so it's out of people's price ranges. It would be nice if there was. I remember a point where the lower tiered blasters, not megas, blasters for releases like Contenders and stuff like that contained an auto or relic from Panini. I mean, I've been back in the hobby for 2 years, and I still remember like the good old days when that was still happening. It's nuts. It's nuts. World says, what just dropped? Right now, we unfortunately have just seen Contenders Football. We haven't seen Contenders Basketball going in stock yet. Only Hits says Topps Basketball is not a bad rip. I'm telling you guys, though, I promise you. OTE long-term is not going to be a great investment. Penguin Prison says WWE did not go live. All right, guys, so confirmation on that. WWE is not up, and I would assume that they are not restocking it at the same time as they are here with a couple of other items like the Contenders and maybe some other extra stuff that they didn't post up on the monitors. Keep It Up 100 says trash for adults, but the kids still have fun pulling cards. It's true. It's very true, man. And, Keep It Up 100 actually maybe kind of saves the adults' budgets this week because I know people have been putting a lot of cash into cards as of late, and it's been very frustrating waiting for those premium releases. And when you get them, you just like, oh my goodness, I'm going to buy as much as I can. And you end up looking at your credit card. You end up looking at your receipt later on or your email receipts. And it's like, whoa, I end up spending multi-hundreds of dollars. Holy crap. So, maybe it's a decent thing that people get a break in between every now and then. But I know the frustration's there, guys, and I do apologize. But hopefully we can see some Contenders basketball dropping shortly. Joe Beast has got 3 through the link with no issues. That's awesome. All right, good stuff, guys. Zamboni Driver says can confirm about WWE. It is not live. DJ High FX says OTE is a much better buy than Contenders. I'm telling you, DJ High, long term, man, all of those semi-pro cards are not going to be worth anything. You don't know if this league is going to fold tomorrow. At least with Contenders, they've got logos on them. They've got license deals with leagues that are well established, so you know what players you're getting. You know who you're going to see, and you can at least build a set of known guys. There's advantages there for sure. Bob C says I'm seeing Playbook Megas in stock. Okay, guys. So anybody wants some Playbook football mega action, grab those also. Drew Shoeman says, I was locked out first time ever, Schulte. That's so weird, man. That is so weird. Locking people out from Contenders Football links. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get that, guys. That's wacky. Seeing other stuff in stock right now on Target.com, you guys. Looks like the Playbook Megas, unfortunately, not in stock at the moment. Hoops Basketball Blasters in stock still. Getting through all those other Funko Pop figures. Looks like Target has Topps Chrome Update Megas still for $50 if you guys are interested in those. Hangers are up as well for $24.99. And maybe a couple of other random items as well on top of that. But unfortunately, guys, not seeing anything else new popping up and not seeing any Mosaic or Rookies and Stars longevity or any of those older items that we're hoping for. This stinks. This stinks. Rhett says OTE is a hold and a rip. I think you're wrong on that. I hear you, Rhett. You know what? We'll agree to disagree. I think you guys are wrong on it being a hold. I promise you, I think it's going to end up like the AFL or the XFL, And the players from there, with really nothing happening as far as like a jersey or logos or anything. It's just a semi-pro league, man. They're about as good as minor league baseball cards with autos on them. That's all they are eventually. Oh, guys, Contenders basketball in stock. Contenders basketball in stock. Contenders basketball blasters are in stock if anybody wants a chance at those. Contenders basketball blasters in stock with a limit of 3. NBA Contenders is live, everybody. NBA Contenders is live. Contenders is live as of 4:54. And I'll tell you what, guys, I am not going to be writing this restock off early. I'm going to be hanging around probably until, I want to say 5:30, 8:30 Pacific, or 8:30 Eastern, just to make sure that we aren't seeing any other new items dropped, because I'll tell you what, this has been definitely a disappointing restock on Target's end, no doubt, but I would assume that they've got another item or two that they plan to drop. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but here's to hoping. Jason says it won't even pull up Contenders Football. Ugh. Sorry, Jason. Craig says, I've tried everything. Absolutely cannot get Contenders Football to order. Clicked add to cart, and then it logged out for me. So weird. Craig, so is it locking you out or is it logging you out? That's really odd, Craig. Try using the search link, man. Try using the search link and grabbing the Contenders Football blasters that way if you can. But once again, guys, Contenders basketball in stock. TJ says, Schultz, do you think Mosaic might drop later? I don't know. I'm hoping that some of those products that they've kind of just had sitting on the end of their shelves, like I've been talking about, are going to get sprinkled out. There was a little bit of Mosaic that dropped during the last restock, not much. We're all hoping for that Rookies and Stars longevity restock. I don't think that's going to happen, but I am willing to sit here and wait and hope. Yeah, this has been a weird one, though, you guys. This has definitely been a weird one. Jacob J says, I got 2 NFL, 2 NBA. Todd says, I got locked out for Contenders basketball. This is weird. James Leatherwood says he got 3 of each. Never seen Target.com locking people out for such a low-tier item. That's just odd. TSM says, do you think Contenders basketball will be in stock later today? I think so. I think that it'll be in stock later today. Barney Young Jr. says quantity 3 max. Thank you, Barney. I appreciate that, letting us know. Barney Young Jr. letting y'all know 3 quantity max, guys. Both Contenders football and basketball have a quantity max of 3. Joshua Moore, $5 super chat. Joshua, thank you so much, man. Says Schultz, 6 weeks ago, I found your channel and got 5 hanger boxes. I pulled a stained glass Najee Harris, so thank you. What's your take on Flux? Joshua, that is too kind of you, man. I appreciate you. So generous. As far as Flux goes, Joshua, I like it as a rip. I believe the hobby boxes are a lot more fun or a lot better. You got the encased hit that you could pull, or that you can pull guaranteed, and it could be something awesome, like a LaMelo numbered card or anything like that. So I would say that Flux is really fun. The mega boxes seem to be better rips than the blasters, although the blasters have seen some numbered parallels. So I like Flux. I think Flux, it's a weird looking set, but I think it's a fun one. And at least for 2021, it kind of replaced the Hoops Premium set that we didn't see for that year. So James Leatherwood asking, where's the chocolate milk? We got it right here, baby. We got it right here. Drinking that chocolate milk, chugging it down, hoping we see some other items dropped on Target.com. You guys, we are 3 minutes of 5 a.m., 3 minutes of 8 a.m. on the East Coast here on Schultz's Card Pulls, waiting for more items to restock on Target.com, hoping we see something else. This has been a wacky one. It's going to be a really crappy recap for me. And I don't know. I'm honestly probably going to end up making a little bit of a joke recap if it ends up just being 2 items that get restocked. Absolutely nuts. Matt says OTE is paying 18-year-olds $200K. Yeah, essentially it's just like the alternative to college for some dudes that don't really want to take that route. There's foreign ball that you can go, but there's a lot of these people that have cash that see these guys growing up and leaving for foreign leagues, like LaMelo Ball did, for instance, back when he was a kid. And they don't want younger, talented players to do that. They would rather that develop them here on American soil. So they say, why not start a semi-pro league? Why not get something going there and offer them an alternative to having to travel overseas? So that's kind of what OTE is. And that's the set has all those players in it, guys, that are, I would assume a couple of them are going to be in the NBA someday. That's usually how it works. They're always feeder systems for very talented kids, and you're just picking from, the best of the best at that point to go up to the next level. So I see some talented players there for sure, but I'm telling you guys, it's nothing beyond like a minor league signature at this point. And even of the super valuable players out there, like a Wander Franco signature in his minor league uniform, you actually could probably acquire one of those for, I would guess, this is just off the top of my head, like half the price of what you would acquire like a normal Bowman Wander Franco auto or a Topps Wander Franco like auto in his major league uniform. Oh, King of Cards says change your ticker. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for reminding me of that. It's been such a slow restock this morning that I didn't even think to change that, so I apologize. Contenders in stock. Contenders in stock. There y'all go. Paul V says, what up, Paul? Woke up late. What I missed? Paul V, you haven't really missed much, unfortunately. So sleep it in, man. Good for you. I believe that you caught some more Z's than the rest of us this morning. Maybe smartly so, because we have not seen any new items popping up on Target.com other than Contenders Football and Contenders Basketball Blaster Boxes, brother. Chris Brax says the Prism Jeff Bezos edition. Yeah, we're going to start seeing like Topps and WWE. You know what? And I'm probably just stating this as a joke, and Topps actually did this, but like if Topps did like a Topps Now card of the people that went to space and did their autos like in the rocket that Jeff Bezos sent up, now basically just bringing tourists and other famous people up there. Are we going to see autos on card of all those people? And why? Who cares? Sam Lee says OTE is like Topps Pro Debut Chrome pretty much. Yeah, Sam, that's probably a decent comparison. And I would say that there's a market for cards like that. Some people like the semi-pro. Some people like the minor league Pro Debut type of cards. That's fine. They're not necessarily as widely appreciated, so the values just aren't necessarily there on the resale market. But the thing about like Pro Debut even, guys, those are affiliated teams at the time with minor league baseball. So you can at least say, even if one of those kids was on a team that was one of the 40 or 50 eliminated for minor league teams in the last 2 years, you could say, well, this guy was affiliated. This guy was on a team in a uniform, paid by a major league club and in the system, a feeder system of a major league club. OTE is literally a semi-pro league like AFL, like XFL, not affiliated with anything that could disappear tomorrow. So where will all those cards be after that? All the XFL boxes I saw, I think, on the shelves at Walmart for like $8 a pop at one point. This was $20 blasters were on sale for like $8 a pop at one point. Nobody was buying those XFL cards. Were those good investments? I'm sure people at one point were saying those were great investments, but I promise you, OTE, guys, going to end up the same way. Jason Ward says you'll probably see Bowman Football Prism on the May 10th drop. Yeah, I would assume. We were talking about it earlier, guys. Select and Prism are scheduled to drop on the same day now, May 11th. But unfortunately, I don't think Panini's going to be dropping both of those very, very highly sought-after releases on the same day. So I think with Prism getting pushed back to that date, I think it also means that Select is going to get pushed back even further, unfortunately. And we've already seen a 6/3 release date for Optic Football, so you're kind of running out of time. We're running out of time, as Kiefer Sutherland says, in 24, as Jack Bauer. Danny O'Dizzle says XFL is the people that couldn't make it to the NFL. But it's the same kind of semi-pro league consideration, brother. I promise you. There might be a little bit more value, but the fact that the league can disappear tomorrow just does not bode well for long-term collectivity of those cards. Because if that league goes away, it's just going to be like, oh, yeah, I remember that way back when. And that's all it'll be. That's all it'll be. All right, guys, seeing Contenders Football and Contenders Basketball blasters in stock this morning. Like I said, I'm not going to call it until about 5:30 Pacific time, 8:30 East Coast time, though, because who knows? Who knows if Target.com is going to be throwing some extra boxes up later on or just holding some stuff off, throwing some stuff from the ends of the shelves, trying to clear some stuff off for the next premium release that they got coming up here soon. I don't know. I don't know that that's going to happen, but I want to be prepared and ready in case it does. Danny O'Dizzle says agree to disagree. Yeah, I'll agree to disagree on that, man. One of us will be right eventually, one of us will be wrong, and then we'll have a beer someday and we'll be like, oh my God, that was crazy, man. I can't believe I thought you were wrong. I can't believe I thought you were right. Whatever. Like, yeah. We'll end up like a couple of guys on Seinfeld, man. Upscale says, so just Contenders this morning. Sucks, but maybe rank back in the server today. Upscale's rank is probably not coming back in the server today, man. I apologize. There's a couple of other things I really want to add to that, and I just haven't been able to yet. Logan Ham says, XFL's 20 to 25-year-olds. OTE is 18. I agree it is not a buy, but they are not the same. Well, Logan Ham, just because they're semi-pro and guys that could make it into the league someday, I mean, it's almost like didn't Topps or Bowman come out or aren't they coming out with like a Bowman like college set now, so you can get guys signing autos in their college uniforms? I mean, how valuable is that going to be long term? It's when you look at like even Prism Draft in comparison to a set like of players in their pro uniforms, it's just not nearly as valuable. So I know that, like I said, there's the collecting market there for these semi-pro leagues and for people that aren't in their big league uniforms, but they're just not going to be very, very profitable long-term investments, in my opinion. Joshua Mork says, just gives me hope for next Tuesday. Yeah, Joshua, you know what? I will be back bright and early next week, obviously, like I am hoping for a restock every single week on Target.com. But who knows, man? Who knows? Who knows exactly what Target.com's planning, you guys? First Bowman for football, says Fast Eddie P. Jason Ward says, I wouldn't sleep on the Heritage Mega Boxes. Got some nice chrome/autos out of them. Yeah, Jason, when I buy Heritage, I usually buy Heritage Mega Boxes. That's usually the way that I go. Don't end up getting blasters very often anymore because the inclusion of hits in Heritage and hobby boxes is almost non-existent. So you're almost better off buying a retail box and just hoping you hit pay dirt, because spending $100-$120 on a hobby box and getting nothing is very frustrating. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I have an open Heritage hobby boxes, you guys. Do they include like a bonus 3-card pack of like purple cards or anything like that? Because if Heritage hobby boxes do have those, I do think they're worth it for sure. POKÉMON Funds could turn out to be a form of prospecting. You talking about OTE? Yes. You know what, guys? That's why this conversation that you're having, Topps knows this, and it's why they produce these sets. I mean, unfortunately, it's like that saying, like, if you build it, they will come. A lot of executives at Topps and Panini have figured out if you print it, they will buy. And I know you guys are sitting there coming up with reasons to buy this and buy that and buy the other thing. You guys, what the hell do we need 18-year-old autos for of prospective dudes that might be in the NBA someday? If they were already signed with a team like they are for Bowman's, then you get the allure. You understand why they have that association. I mean, if Jason Dominguez were just a prospect that weren't signed in the middle of the Dominican Republic, still hoping to latch on with a Major League Baseball team, his autos would not be worth at all what they are now. So I'm telling you guys, like, Topps and Panini love it when you spend money on those lower tiered cards and those things that could turn out to be a form of prospecting. I'm just letting you guys know that you are playing right into Topps and Panini's hands and just taking that crap off their shelves when you do that. So I hope you understand that. And Topps and Panini are not looking out for us as collectors. They're just not. They aren't. Not lately. And they're not going to look out for us until they're done and Fanatics takes over in 2024, 2025. Obviously, Topps already with Fanatics, so maybe they care a little bit more, but I guarantee you they're trying to get some stuff off the printing run before the hobby totally changes so they can get their money grabbed. I promise you that's happening. Danny O'Dizzle says, just go look at a Luka Doncic Euro auto. Well, that's different, Danny O'Dizzle. You're comparing, go look at an Ichiro Suzuki Japanese auto. How much is that going to be worth? Oh, tons, because it's a lot rarer than an Ichiro 2001 Topps rookie, which is already a rare card. I'm just telling you guys. Yeah, go look at all the foreigners, really, really amazing, Euro League or Japanese, signed league cards. Of course they're going to be worth freaking massive, massive amounts of money. Of course they are. Open boxes. I'm going to spend my life savings on OTE. Hey, if you do, you mean to make it a YouTube video, I will watch that. I will subscribe to your channel, and I will promote the living bleep out of that. I really would. Yamayas says, I pulled a Wander base and a numbered Acuna out of my Heritage Hobby. Good for you, Yamayas. You beat the odds. That's one of the best Heritage Hobby boxes I've ever heard of. Tim, what's going on, man? Says, good morning, Jordan. Looks like I didn't miss much this morning. No, Tim, unfortunately, you have not missed much. We are talking about prospective cards in the hobby and what OTE and a couple of sets like that are going to be worth someday. As we are waiting, unfortunately, for some more cards to drop, we have only seen 2 new products go in stock this week, guys. Contenders Football Blasters and Contenders Basketball Blasters. Both, I would assume that there is a ton of Contenders Basketball as well. I think it was a guy named Sam. If you're still in the live stream, Sam, I saw you put the number of Contenders Football Blasters stocked. It was like 143,000 available. Do you have that number that is available for Panini Contenders Basketball Blasters? I would assume it's right around the same, but if I had a solid number from you, man, it would really help out and would really appreciate it. Mike Levinson says, I have one Ichiro Topps rookie. There you go, buddy. Yeah, my dad, we both, so I've got one Topps base paper Ichiro rookie from 2001. He's got 2 of those as well as 2 Chrome rookies, one of which is I think it's in pristine condition and needs to be sent into PSA. Hopefully it can get a 10. And we're both kind of on the hunt. The gold out of 2001 parallel of Ichiro is like a $8,000 to $1,000 card, $800 to $1,000 card. That is one of the holy grails for my collection. So always on the lookout for one of those. Sean S says, I want to see Salty rip OTE. You know what, Sean S? Now I kind of feel like I have to. I've been talking so much about OTE this morning. It's like, oh, crap. Maybe I got to put my money where my mouth is. Brandon says, I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I've created all this. It's all good, Brandon. Don't worry about it. It's all good, man. This is one of the great things about live streams like this. You never know where the topic is going to take you. And OTE, one of the sets that is in stock this morning, and I'm happy to debate whether y'all think the cards are going to be worth anything or not. It's fun. It's fun. Woody says, I can't stop laughing because everybody talking about this OTE, and these got to be people that haven't been in the card business for a long time. They'll realize it the hard way. Oh, man. Jason Ward says, I did buy a hobby of the Bowman Football Topps that came out with it. No license, but I think it's a better bet than OTE. Upscales is says the stock limit, guys. So this is helpful for all y'all that are wondering how many items have been stocked. Football Contenders Blasters today, 142,000 and 72,000 Contenders Basketball Blasters. So, guys, 72,000 Contenders Basketball Blasters dropped. Appreciate the info, Upscales. So, about half the amount of football. 63,000, said TJ Black. Thank you, TJ. Sorry I missed that, guys. Sorry I missed that. I appreciate y'all letting me know that he said it and correcting me on that one. 5:12 Pacific time, 8:12 East Coast time. You guys, I'm like I said, I'm going to be waiting another 18 minutes before I call this drop officially dead. I don't want to miss any late morning items that Target decides to try and throw at us. There really are. Sometimes there really are mornings where I think that Target is watching this stream and they're just like, I really try not to be too full of myself. I mean, you know, I'm just a lowly YouTube channel trying to make it in the world of sports cards and the hobby and trying to become a voice of reason and a voice of authority. But, you know, I gotta bet because people talk in the card game and it is a small community, just like every other community is in this world. I gotta bet that there are a couple of people that know about me at Target.com and are just sitting there and are watching and laughing. Godzilla Sports says, do a video rip on OTE. Rip 2 blasters, Schulte. Yeah, I might have to do that, you guys. I might have to go find some OTE blasters at like my local Walmart. Although I hope they're not more expensive there. Because if they're $20 on Target.com and if they're like $30 or $25 at Walmart, that's ridiculous. If those are $1 more than $20 and Walmart's trying to upcharge those, that is insane. I wouldn't be surprised, but that's just still insane. Caviar Collectible says, OTE stock limit, Mr. Evil Voice, 100 million boxes. Exactly. Matthew says, F1's been blowing up, yo. F1 has been blowing up, you guys. WWE has been blowing up as well. Like I said, I believe that the retail singles prices and the resale prices of sealed wax for WWE will come down after it's been out a bit. But the initial release, guys, of Prism WWE debut, it's gone absolutely nuts. I mean, these $15 cello packs that we saw get restocked this weekend are up on, I think, eBay and StockX for like $40-50. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. Claw Machine says $21.98 at Walmart. Casey also answering OTE is $21.98 at Walmart. I appreciate y'all. Good to know. So, man, $21.98, $2 over. So, yeah, Walmart trying that upcharge. It's funny that they lower prices everywhere else, but then when it comes to their sports cards, they're like, nah, $2 here, $7 here, $16 here. Ridiculous. And Meijer is even worse. All right, guys, appreciate you. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing any new items in the last couple of minutes, but I'll be hanging out for another 15 minutes with y'all, hoping and praying. It's been a fun morning regardless. I apologize that we haven't seen more items, you guys, but it has been a very fun morning regardless. Larkus asking if I will be live tomorrow. Larkus, unfortunately, no, since this is guaranteed. This has been a restock, man. I actually do have to get some sleep and do some other stuff. Shoot, it's almost tax filing deadline day, and I still haven't filed my taxes. I mean, guys, there's a lot of stuff that I got to do with moving and a lot of other stuff going on. So I wish that I could be live with you every single morning. It would be awesome. Maybe, you know what, if there's a sponsor out there, I would love to go live, like if I could turn it into like a guaranteed paycheck, you know, because then the wifey would be like very supportive of me getting up this early and doing like a 2-hour show every day. So if I could turn that into like a long-term sponsor, absolutely. You know, well, we could turn this into like an everyday thing, hoping for a Target restock, but just sports card hobby kind of chat and sports news chat along with that kind of a deal. But at this point, in the middle of a move and all that kind of stuff, guys, just not quite feasible as of yet. Jeremy says, the worst part about this stock is that there's no more live Schulte in the morning to wake up to. Oh, Jeremy, you guys are sweet, man. I appreciate you. I apologize. You know, guys, it is just very tough to get up this early and wake up. But like I said, if I could turn this into like a regular paycheck in the mornings, then if we could get like a sponsor paying me, you know, some kind of living wage to come on and do this every week, then it would be a hell of a lot easier for me to get up earlier, and it would be a lot more justifiable with Mrs. Schulte, I'll tell you that. Rip the Percivables in the mornings is Poké Fun, gives us something to do. I mean, you're not wrong, but all the personals and all the boxes that I've got on hand, if I just ended up ripping those during the morning live streams, that I wouldn't have anything left for videos. I would go full degen like Hitman Rips and all his followers and just try to rip everything on hand. And speaking of Hitman Rips, guys, he does have some breaks tonight. If you're looking to get into some really fun breaks, go to hitmanrips.com. I believe he has spots posted there, and I know Run Good Life is trying to run that WWE Prism full case break as soon as it fills. Spendy case spot, but I don't know if he's offered fillers yet. I'm assuming he would offer a couple of fillers at some point soon. But go check out rungoodlife.com, guys. And then Shy City Polls, he's going to be doing a really fun break. I believe it's Thursday as well. And then as I do every single Sunday, we'll have more breaks posted coming up for that later today. And we'll have more breaks coming up on Sunday. Shipping out the cards from the last two breaks, actually, as we speak. Trying to get those all sealed up into all of their bubble mailers. that finally showed up, mind you. All right, guys, 12 minutes to go. Have not seen any restocks happening other than the Contenders Football and Basketball blaster boxes on Target.com, unfortunately. Toy Time Fun says it's a tough drop today, guys and gals. No kidding. Hopefully 2 weeks from now is better. Thanks, Schulte, for your time this morning. You're very welcome, Toy Time Fun. Apologize that it wasn't what you all wanted. I know that when you wake up this early and it is just an absolute crap restock, it feels just the worst. Bill Johnson says OTE is the new Schulte sponsor. I love it, Bill. I love it. Hey, if Topps wanted to send me a check and have me push OTE out and have them be the sponsor of the morning live stream, why not? I'll open all the OTE I could. Nick says, so they really put WWE online and they didn't actually drop it. Well, Nick, WWE actually dropped this weekend on Target.com. I believe it was a Sunday restock, kind of in waves. So, unfortunately, people missed out on that, but there was a lot of it. There was a bunch of cello packs there to grab, but all gone right now, unfortunately. Justin asking a great question, says, do you think Pokemon Ultra Premium will come back? You know, Justin, I think, unfortunately, I don't. I believe that is out of print at this point. So, no more, unfortunately, for Pokemon Ultra Premium Collection boxes. Those $125 boxes with the Gold Charizard and Pikachu is what he's talking about. Those were so hard to get, and I'm assuming the resale value is still just through the roof, and it's a pretty penny to get your hands on. I was never able to find one. Not once. I was never able to get my hands on one online. I wasn't able to get my hands on one in store. All the people locally near me bought them all up. Not even one was available for me. Not even one. Jacob says, people don't like Contenders only because of resale. They are clean cards. You know, Jacob, I mean, Contenders, they're okay looking. I'm not necessarily the hugest fan of, like, the ticket look. In my opinion, it would definitely be a more fun retail set if you included a bunch more like optic Contenders inserts, or had more of a chance at pulling like Contenders optic in the regular Contenders retail, and not just a bunch of these crappier paper looking cards. But for me, it's not necessarily the resale value, because I mean, I like cards regardless. I like Illusions basketball. People don't like reselling that, but I love Illusions basketball. So it's, for me, it's not really particular to whether or not the cards can be resold or not. It just is depending on whether I like them or not. And I just don't really like the look of Contenders, unfortunately. It's clean in optic, but in my opinion, it just looks cheap on paper. But that's just my opinion, you guys. And that's, some sets strike well with others. Some sets, you know, strike better with some people. So it's just the way that it is. Tommy's Break says, thanks you as always, Schulte. I'm here for the convo and insights. The drops are just a bonus. Appreciate you, buddy. Tommy, man, I appreciate you, brother. I hope whenever I'm near your neck of the woods, if there's ever like a national or a card show, we can grab a beer sometime, Tommy. And if you guys are looking for some fat baseball rips and breaks, go check out Tommy's Breaks. Go check out his channel. Tommy's Breaks, a very, very fun YouTube ripper. Ripping sports cards here on YouTube. Heck yeah. And Tommy, I think actually, Tommy, I believe you won another sellout, brother. I think John Fitzsimmons and Tommy's Breaks were my cello winners for Mosaic Football cellos for the member giveaway for this month. So, gotta send that your way, Tommy. And it's sealed. I haven't ripped it yet, so it's all yours, buddy. Jason says, Contenders are all or nothing. It's why the autos hold value. Yes, indeedy, Jason. Yeah, it sounds like that you really don't get anything, or you get something huge. Or one of those rookie swatches, unfortunately. Which, you know what? Those are not fun. And I will say, one of the big things that Panini, guys, and you should understand this about Panini, especially if you are newer to the hobby, all of those relics that are in Panini's cards specifically, maybe less so with Topps, but Panini has been putting in not game-used material or not player-worn material for years into their relic cards. That piece of cloth could have just come from a jersey hanging in the team shop, for all you know. I mean, it really has no intrinsic value at this point. It's really crappy for them to try to start pushing all of these boxes on people that already are watered down and more watered down than they have been ever in the last, 2 to 3 years, especially. But then to try and push along with that these pieces of cloth that haven't been worn by anybody and just stick them in as a relic. When you think of a relic, you think of a card with a piece of game-worn memorabilia, a cleat, a jersey, a glove, a football. I mean, you've seen in super, super awesome sets like a piece of a helmet. I've seen that, I think, in like Inception basketball, or Inception football, excuse me. It's so crappy to see them just take no consideration into what the customer is actually wanting to collect and just throwing crap in there and calling it a relic, because it's not a relic. I mean, seriously, you know what, guys? I could take my ripping mat and cut it up into 150 pieces, put that in cards and call that a relic. And that'd be more of a used relic than these freaking jersey relics are and these swatches. It's insane. Yeah, Tommy says, I need to email you my info. Thanks. No worries, Tommy. I appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, because I still have a couple of cards from, I think 2 months ago that you won as well. My son is happy with any Curry or LeBron, says keep it 100. There you go. There you go, buddy. Yeah, I agree with you there. I honestly, and that's the kid in me, I'm happy with any LeBron, any Michael Jordan, and some classic cards if I try to rip some old junk wax or some throwback. Absolutely. Fast Eddie P says Mosaic Football in store. You're asking about Target? I mean, I haven't seen it in mass in Target. I think at some point there were some Mosaic Football cellos at a Target near me, but I don't know if that was from a restock or if that just happened to be people returning those because they didn't want to rip them. But I haven't seen much Mosaic Football in store in Target, but that could change, and some people have been seeing more premium retail popping back up in stores. Upscale says, Schulte, how about a piece of your chair as a relic? Heck yeah, guys. A piece of my chair, and then I got a fuzzy pillow I'm sitting on. So how about we cut the fuzz up and we put the fuzz in a card, and we could cut the mic sock up. We could do everything. We could turn it all into relics, man. FMR and Box Rip says, you could be in the radio, man. Love this. FMR, I appreciate you, brother. That is actually my long-term goal. Always wanted to host a sports radio show. Have always wanted to be like one of the authorities, either in sports or in the sports card hobby. So worked in news radio for 10 plus years, as well as doing some sports radio along with that, and doing sports shows, filling in for guys during the week, and then doing my own weekend sports show at one point. So I appreciate that, man. Hopefully that'll happen soon, guys. Just waiting for a job to open up locally here in Portland, man. I appreciate you. Glad y'all are entertained. Happy to hang out. Happy to just talk sports and the hobby, whatever comes to mind, and entertain all y'all's. Lil C asking a great question. Schultz, what do you think is the best retail box that you can buy right now? I mean, if you can get it at retail cost, Rookies and Stars longevity boxes are the best retail boxes that you can buy right now. But honestly, even if you can, I know that the price point is like at $150. Even if you can get them right around, say $100, I would say that that's a buy as well. So Rookies and Stars longevity boxes, I think, are the best box out. If you want my second pick, this might surprise y'all a little bit, but I would say the second best box that y'all can get is the Mosaic Basketball Mega Box from Walmart. Mosaic Basketball Mega Box, Walmart version, not the long one, but I actually got one right here, guys, for the member giveaway. This is going out to a member here very soon, but the Walmart Mosaic Basketball Mega Box, I do believe that those are the second best boxes of retail that you can grab right now. You got a lot of packs in there, a lot of chances at Jenny's. Out of these mega boxes, I have pulled three Genesis out of different mega boxes, guys. They haven't been great, but the case hit chance in those megas, I think, is fat, and I think it's definitely worth putting some money into. And if you're not at least going to rip them, then buy a few to sit on, because those Mosaic Basketball Megas here in a year or two are going to be worth a ton. So yeah, Rookies and Stars longevity boxes are definitely a buy. And then second on that list for me right now, the Mosaic Basketball Megas from Walmart. Appreciate you. Jerome says, hit that like button for all the good stuff from Schulte. Thank you so much, Jerome. I appreciate you. Yeah, guys, it really does help when you hit that like button. It helps me feed a couple of kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. Do me a favor, guys. If we could get this up to 600 likes, we're almost at 500 right now. There's almost 800 of you in the chat left. If you could all just do me a favor, or some of you, I know not every single person can hit that like button, but it just takes you 1 second. It's free. And it makes a huge difference for me. It really does, guys. It makes all the difference in the world for me. You have no idea the life that I have chosen. Everybody thinks, oh, this is glamorous and this is fun. It is fun. And there is definitely some glamour involved when you get up to a certain level. But you are living and dying by the algorithm, the almighty YouTube algorithm. So I appreciate all y'all. Appreciate all y'all. Help me out. Hit that like button for me. Helps me feed a couple of kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. And it helps me get this message out to every single one of you out there. Longevity was $55, says Dunk Cards. Keep It 100 says, what is the retail for longevity? 55, but yeah, they are reselling it like 150. They're reselling it 150. Corey D says, damn, Sky B is killing you, bro. Yeah, well, when Sky B just ends up posting hunting video after hunting video with the same title, you guys realize he's reusing the same titles over and over again, right? But that's what the algorithm loves. It's unbelievable. It is unfreaking believable. So I haven't posted a hunting video in 2 months also. That's one of the reasons why. But yeah, when you weigh your boxes out to get the best hits, or you just tape until you get a hit, or you know the vendors so you get all the boxes, yes, that's what your channel looks like. So I refuse to do any shady dealings like that. I'm going to grow my channel organically, and I'm going to grow my channel the right way. And Sky B, if people are just going to click on him and the algorithm is going to give him more promotion because he just keeps going and making the same video over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Guys, come on. How many times can you see full shelves at a store? How many times? It can't be that entertaining after like the 14th time. I mean, it actually, one of the reasons I stopped making hunting videos as often is because it kind of seemed a little mundane and kind of seemed a little like the card getting in person game was a little tough and a little convoluted to begin with. And if you didn't show up right when the the vendors got there, you were screwed. You were screwed. Walmart's unusable for manuals. I'm not quite sure what you're asking about that. Scott O says, Sky B getting a consistent 15K views. Yes, he is, and it sucks because I'm actually putting out worthy content, and there is no way that YouTube's algorithm wants to promote me in the same way yet. It just sucks. E-Man Schulte, can you see what the limits on WWE Prism were? I think it was 3. I think the limits were 3 packs per person. That's what a lot of people were talking about getting their orders in clusters at 3 this weekend, I believe. So I think it was 3. Keep up the great work, says Collab. I appreciate you, man. Michael says, don't hate on Sky B. Using his connections and most best info, these Target online videos drops are not going to age well either. Why, Michael? Because I'm sitting here trying to get people cards at retail cost? That doesn't make sense, dude. That does not make sense. That doesn't make sense. When you just show up and say, go check your local store for these cards, yo, go check your local store, and I'm actually here getting up super bleep early and actually trying to help you all get cards at retail cost. I mean, seriously, is there even a comparison there? Come on, man. Come on. I've been up since, this is now going on August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. This is my 9th month doing this, you guys. 9 months. Happy to help you all. Yes, of course I do it for the views. People that accuse me of doing this just for the views, it's like accusing a car of trying to run without gas. Duh. I mean, we're all on here on YouTube trying to do all this stuff for the views, but I'm telling you guys, the hobby needs some more solid voices and not just voices pulling big hits. The hobby needs some info out there. The hobby needs some education out there. And people, unfortunately, don't quite want it yet, it seems like. Michael in Kansas says... Michael in Kansas. Some people claim they bought multiple orders on the same account and their extra orders were not canceled, talking about those WWE Prisms. I mean, so I guess the limit per order is 3, but that's very odd, guys. If WWE Prism was not canceled after doing multiple orders, you just wonder why Target didn't put that same wall up that they do for everybody else. Fast Eddie P says he's not up at 4 in the morning. Go Halos, the Skype footage is always the same. How many days does it rain where he lives? LOL. Well, he lives in the Midwest, so it probably rains a lot. I don't disagree that, Panoon says Skype takes everything, then tells you to go get the scraps. That's why I have an issue with it. Honey Nut says, don't hate on other card collectors on YouTube. There's something for everybody. He's not doing anything except showing retail store shelves. So I've done that. Ollie Moon Collectibles, who's not really making videos anymore, actually started that whole format. Ollie Moon was the first one, guys, to make like a true retail sports card hunting video that got watched by the masses, that got watched by thousands. Go check Ollie Moon Collectibles channels out, or his channel out, and his videos. One of his hunting videos, I think, had like 150,000 views. I'm telling you. That's where that all started. So, all right, guys, it is 5:34 Pacific time. One of one says Schulte out here spitting fire. Shark BB says facts. Sean says everybody spam your favorite card product starting now. I like it, Sean. Yeah, you guys can spam your favorite product. Corey D says Portland just sucks. LOL. It is harder to find sports cards in Portland, Oregon. That is for sure. It is definitely harder to find sports cards in Portland, Oregon. Oh, no doubt. Sharik says, who peed in your cereal? Nobody, Sharik. I'm just trying to tell you that people need to understand what the real hobby experience is out there. Not just watch people pull hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. Do you know how many people go down the road of just buying box after box after box, chasing hit after hit after hit like that, and losing a whole bunch of money? Too many people do. It's not healthy. There's got to be an understanding that this is gambling, and there's got to be an understanding made about that from the start. And not enough people do a good job of that. So I'm sorry. Cincinnati Pickers has got to run. Thanks for everything. You're welcome, Cincinnati Picker. I appreciate you, buddy. Hopefully we can pull y'all some more cards in a couple of weeks or next Tuesday. Not quite sure exactly when we're going to see another restock. I would assume, guys, they've been doing it every 2 weeks now, pretty consistently for the last 3+ going on 4 months. However, I would suspect that at some point they're going to change it up. So we can definitely just get used to this schedule. You know, we can kind of hang out here and be like, all right, every other Tuesday is what we're all expecting and what we're all going to be sitting on. But as soon as we expect that, they will change it up. Vegas Cards says, Schulte's the man of the people. Keep doing what you do. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it, man. Jacob says, going to stores to see empty shelves time after time. Man, that feeling sucks, Jacob. That feeling sucks. Grungeman says Midwest is the most wet with sports cards. You're not wrong, Grungeman, and it sucks because it makes no sense why stores, and from what I've heard, guys, talking about the why stores get more sports cards than others, I've asked several different managers at Targets and Walmarts this, and most of them have told me that it boils down to foot traffic in that store as well as area population. And that results in how much product that they get from their vendors. And I would assume that Excel and MJ Holding are running the exact same algorithms, or running the exact same kind of problem solving in their head to figure out, okay, here's what's going to be here. Here's how many boxes we're going to send to this location. But it's super frustrating when you live in a bigger city like me. Portland's not necessarily one of the hugest cities in the world, but like top 30 city population-wise, media market-wise in the country. And you've got a lot of different stores around here with a lot of different populations centered near that Target, near that Walmart. And you get 4 blasters of Prism football at that Walmart. You get 6 blasters of Mosaic basketball at the next Target or whatever. That's kind of how it went near me for so long. I mean, sometimes there would be like this fat restock, but that's the thing, guys. That fat restock where you're seeing items just covering the shelves, it seems to be the Midwest is just constantly flooded with that. And I don't know if it's on the coast, or if it's on the coast, you just get a little less sent to you. Up North Collectors, yeah, I know they live in the Midwest too. Says Up Midwest is the bomb. You guys find a lot of cards too. Up North, I've seen some of your. I know you kind of put out hunting videos every once in a while, and you guys absolutely find cards. Up North Collectors, guys, if you haven't checked them out, a father-son YouTube channel, ripping all kinds of sports cards. They are a great channel as well. Go check them out, guys. Up North Collectors. Keep It 100 says some drivers get paid $2K a month to keep backdooring, and they should be fired. Keep It 100, those drivers should be fired. They should be exposed. They should be fired, and I cannot believe that there isn't a better system in place to. And yes, the company should probably be paying these vendors more, but there should be a better system in place also to keep this from happening. There really should be. Jacob Jirac says, I live in NYC, and when restocks happen, there are lines there. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Same as here. Same as here. Scott O says, the vendor at my Target got caught backdooring products. Yeah, that seems to be pretty frequent. A lot of different places have had that happen. We had somebody that essentially was just skipping the lines and walking into the back of stores, into the stock rooms, and grabbing cards straight out of the boxes. So that was happening pretty frequently. There's one dude here in the Portland, Oregon area that was doing that. Kind of ruined it for everybody. Drew22, I appreciate you, man. Says Schulte, we appreciate your hard work. Most of my score drops are all because of you, my guy. That is awesome. Happy to help. And that is why I do this every morning, you guys. To see everybody scoring cards at retail price. That is going to keep the hobby sustainable the longest. We will all be able to get the most for our investments long term if we all are able to get our hands on some cards to rip. And it's just the way that it goes. That's the way that it is. That's my philosophy, and I'm sticking to it. All right, guys, a recap of this morning before I find my way on out of here. Unfortunately, just 2 items. And that was Contenders Basketball and Contenders Football. We had a backload happening this morning right around 4:11 Pacific time, 7:11 East Coast time, guys. Those 2 items popped up, and there were about 143,000 Contenders Football blasters and around 63,000 Contenders Basketball blasters stocked. Both do seem to still be up on the website right now. Those going in stock right around 4:43 Pacific is when the football blasters went in stock, and then just, I think right around 10 minutes later, or just after that, is when the Contenders Basketball blasters went in stock, both still up on the site right now. All right, everybody, I appreciate you guys. Gonna get on out of here. 5:41 Pacific time, 8:41 East Coast. We have let this morning drag on long enough. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out. Apologize that we did not see a bigger restock this morning, but I promise you guys it will be coming soon, where we're going to see a ton of cards, and be ready, because Target is going to be switching up their schedule soon. I promise you guys, Target's going to be switching up their schedule. Oh, thank you so much, man. One of One Hunter. You are too generous, One of One Hunter. Thank you so much. Get on out of here, and then I spot this super chat, a $20 super chat from One of One Hunter. Thank you, man. Says, I don't know who those other guys are, but thank you for what you do. Thank you so much, One of One Hunter. Man, I appreciate you guys. Giving me the feelies, man. Shot through the heart every time you guys do that. I appreciate it. You guys really give me goosebumps. Give me the tingles, man. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate every single one of you. One of 100, that is too generous of you. Sharik BB asking if Donruss basketball is any good. I would say that it's okay. It's not necessarily the best rip, but if you want something to rip, then it's gonna be something that'll fill the void. You could pull a crazy auto. The chances are low, but they got good laser parallels in them. I would probably grab a mega box over a blaster if you wanted to grab something to rip, Sharik. Oh, Fast Eddie P. Oh, my goodness, you guys, with the super chats coming in strong. Again, Fast Eddie P, a $10 super chat. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you, bros, says Fast Eddie P. You guys are awesome. Tim says, check your email. Will do, Tim. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, hopefully we can find some stuff locally. And Up North Collectors says, keep up the great work, Schulte. Your Discord is awesome as well. I've got a ton of stuff from your Discord group as well. Thank you. You're so welcome, Up North. Happy to help, man. Happy to help you guys. Love watching your videos, and happy to help you guys out and just help this community really en masse, guys. Go to the moon. That's what we got to do. Dunk Card says Contenders review video coming. I will probably have a Contenders review video out. I usually do like a Contenders retail review, but maybe just a mega box. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to rip yet, but there will be a Contenders review coming, guys. All right. Yeah, I'm going to get on out of here. Probably going to review a Heritage mega box coming up here soon also, because, gosh, we gotta find some boxes to rip for some videos. We're just kind of waiting in between releases right now. It's wacky. Excited, though, for Bowman. Excited for Topps Tribute. All the baseball cards to come out as well. All right, everybody. Thanks again. Hung out for a long time this morning. It's about 10 minutes short of 2 hours this morning. So thanks again. We'll see y'all bright and early next Tuesday. Check later on, guys. The website will have some breaks posted tonight at 6 p.m. for the general public. Schultz'sCardPulls.com. We'll have those up, and I will be live on Sunday night. Per usual, getting all those cards from the last two breaks out with all of my bubble mailers finally showing up. So thanks again, everybody. Sorry that there was not a fat restock. Hopefully we will see one either next week or in 2 weeks. King of Cards says, thanks, Schultz. I grabbed two of each. Gonna rip one and then do a giveaway for the other. That's a good idea, King of Cards. If you guys want a free box, go check out King of Cards. Arturo says, we appreciate you. I appreciate every single one of you as well. Everybody chatting, everybody hanging out in the live stream. I love you. Even if you're not talking, if you're just kind of silent, lurking around, I appreciate you as well. This has been, despite a really crappy restock, let's be honest, it's been one of the most fun mornings that I've had in a long time doing this, guys. So thank you so much. We will be back bright and early next week. And make sure you all take care of each other. And just keep your head up. We're going to find some cards soon, guys. Prism's coming here in about a month. And we'll be getting all of these premium restocks flush full of items again. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Schultz's Card Pulls out. Be good to yourselves and each other. Stay safe out there, y'all.